Hey guys, it's me, Jimmy the Monster.
Let me check on the building.
And we're gonna be talking about the E3 press conference a while. I was watching it and I had some good reactions. There was Boogie, 29, I can't remember the name, but I know he's Boogie, I don't want to insult him, but, you know, that YouTuber?
Yeah, the YouTuber, yeah. Okay.
He's that, fat dude. Sorry if you're watching this, Boogie, but but let's get this straight. Alright. First of all, and then there was MatPat and oh right, Angry Joe and a lot of others. Okay, why is it mirrored? My hand, it looks like it's in the wrong place. What the hell?
Yeah,
anyway. So, anyways, let's start with it. Wait a minute. What's with this video? Ah, damn it. I hit the brightness setting. Oh, come on. Whoops. I don't know how that works. What the heck is AutoSmart? Ah, fuck it. We'll fix it later. Let me turn it a bit. Anyway, we're talking about E3. We have Bloody Bunny. We have a few friends on, in their respective face cams. We have Bloody Bunny, Nicole, who is right now in the mainframe of a computer. We have Pecan. And then we have Sumi and KK Slayer. And right behind me is Mitch. I hate it when it looks mirrored. I might have to fix that part. Anyways, let's get this going. I was hoping they would announce the Darkness Free, but clearly, none of those press conferences would actually, reveal it, would do it, because there weren't any developers that developed, those two games to actually, do. None of them were there. So obviously I was about to be disappointed anyway. But I wasn't disappointed when they announced certain games.
Oh, what games were those?
There was Crackdown 3. Remember that game?
I do remember Crackdown. That's a solid game.
And then there was Starlink, I think I remember, from the Ubisoft conference, which had a special guest appearance that it's only going to appear in a Nintendo-only game, Star Fox.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Pretty cool, huh?
That's impressive. I have been waiting for a new Star Fox-based game for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last time they came out with a Star Fox game?
I don't know.
Was it the N64?
I don't know, actually.
It might be. God, is it? It's either N64 GameCube, one of the two. Haven't been out since.
It's so mirrored. Hold on, let me go to the mirror that's not very that strongly mirrored.
Momentary break in the action, folks.
That works better.
And we're back.
That was quick.
2 seconds later.
Whatever. Okay. Anyway, guys, let's hold on.
Break in the action, part 2.
Okay, but then they announced Rage 2. And Andrew WK of all people was there, and I actually loved the performance. And I had it on camera, and I was still gonna upload that video, those videos that got corrupted anyway, and especially the videos that contained his song, which was cut short, as you can tell. I wish I can go back a bit farther. But anyway, okay, you might want to squat a bit.
Oh.
So yeah, let's do this. Okay, Rage 2 was announced, and I was excited. I was saying a lot of things, and I was actually praising Andrew WK at the performance, even when I think it was one of his songs that was actually, going in, and that was actually playing during the gameplay of the game, of when they were showcasing and demonstrating the game that you're gonna play.
Yeah.
And I think I heard I think it must have been one of his songs I was hearing that, got me pumped for it.
Oh, that's perfect.
Got me pumped for the game inside there. But the first time you actually hear Andrew WK doing the performance is when Rage 2 is announced and they're on the stage, which is pretty damn cool if in my opinion, if you ask me. I mean, there were some valid criticisms from, Pro Jared. It was a bit, out of place, but at this point, I was actually having too much fun to care, and I didn't even know it was even out of place until Pro Jared did that. But I don't care if it's out of place. It's good music.
There you go.
The first time I heard Andrew WK was the first time I saw him was when he was actually a host of a show called Destroy But Destroy, which was on Cartoon Network Real, which was
yeah.
I remember being, psyched for some of the shows. There were a lot of good, game shows there, like, Destroy Be Destroy. I can't remember the one. It's the one that's roller coaster based. Then there are a lot of them. Long story short, I loved the press conference, and I was psyched to see it. To see Rage 2. I was recording them live, and I was about to upload them until I actually took out the micro SD card, which might be the reason why they got corrupted in the first place, and so I can try to record something in front. So I can record, Mitch's reactions on the phone when I try to call him, and you were still at dinner.
Yes.
And obviously, I found out that the things were corrupted. I was gonna check if they were corrupted, and I was right to do that. And now we are making this video. Buddy, have any statements for that?
Yeah, it's really disappointing, and I was excited for the game as well. And to see all your hard work go down the drain like that because you're recording live footage of it, which is really strange. I mean, well, not strange, that kind of thing happens, but, it's really something like that.
Unfortunate?
Yeah. Yeah. All I can say is, well, I can't believe stuff like this happens.
That is technology in a nutshell for you right there.
Especially since I have something called a SanDisk. Do you know anything about it?
I know a little bit about it, but I don't know the ins and outs of it.
Oh, okay.
So explain to me what it is.
That's the name of the micro SD card from the company or something. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know what that is now.
Yeah. So all we're trying to do is figure out why that. I think I need to figure out why that happened. Maybe it's because there's too much more stuff to load in for certain videos I actually haven't uploaded. So yeah. Oh, tidbit. My head was like putting pressure on my tablet, and guess what happened?
What happened?
You know what happened, dude.
Do I know what happened? I don't know if I do.
Dude, no joking.
Oh.
It's about the tablet. I was running my head on it, and you saw some.
Oh yeah. Oh that. Ooh. Looks like something inside of a component or two might have been like.
Yeah, you know what? Let me show you.
Yeah, why don't we show the people? Let's give the people an example of
My idiotness.
it came from his mouth, not mine.
Yep, you're seeing this right. Oops. You're seeing this right. Damn it. Yeah, that was really bad. So, it's a good thing I actually have a 1-year warranty because now I can get that thing fixed.
There you go.
What? Okay, oh, it's not break there for a second. Alright. Okay, let's get this started first. I was announced for the gameplay, and I knew there was going to be gore because, come on, it's an id Software game, a shooter by id Software. It's gotta have some gore, right?
Exactly.
I mean, Doom had it, the first Doom had it, Wolfenstein had it.
Oh, Wolfenstein. Such a good game. Sorry.
And, hold on, I need to check if you're doing that. Okay, alright, remember to keep squatting. Alright. It would have been better if we got a chair for you.
It would have. Do we have the availability to get one?
Don't worry,
Okay.
the squatting works right now. So, let's get this out of the way first. That was good gameplay, there was sliding, there was dodging, I think. And then there were some components in there, I can't remember which, but... And the music was playing in the background. But the best part of that showcase...
I was going to ask you that. What was your favorite part of the whole thing for Rage 2?
Here's the main part. There is a new type of ability called Rage Mode, I think. It's when you go into Rage Mode and you kill enemies in one hit or something. I can't remember. But they didn't explain what it actually does to you.
Oh.
Does it make you invincible? Does it make you harder to kill? Does it make you faster? Does it increase your defense? I don't know.
Well, if it's purely rage, then I imagine it's going to pump your adrenaline up about 8 million %. It's going to make you feel invincible, and you're probably going to gain a lot of health. Because then you can just run around, and you probably don't have a whole lot of protection. You're just over there destroying people.
And keep in mind, I haven't finished the first Rage game, so... And yes, from what I can remember, after having the ending spoiled to me, which is why must be the reason why I'm not playing the game right now. But yeah, the game ended abruptly, and everyone knows that. So yeah, Blood Bunny, any tips on that? Any concerns on that? Yeah. I beat the game before, and the ending was so abrupt that, well, let's just say, I was a bit disappointed. I wanted to see what else happened after that. Yeah, it only took about, I don't know how many years until it finally gets a sequel. Now, okay.
Well, here's a question. So the sequel, does it give any hints or ideas of how connected it is to the first one?
Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. The protagonist, or at least a new protagonist, I think, is actually voiced.
Oh, okay.
Instead of, being the cliched silent protagonist, which I'm okay with being the silent protagonist, but them choosing a voice for someone and giving him a way more viable character, that's way better than that.
Did they talk about who the voice actor is or anything? Did they give you any hints on who it is or who might be played by? Or anything?
Obviously they didn't do it because I would ruin the immersion, I think.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. I'm not much on immersion breaking in video games.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Anyway, let's move over to KK Slider. How's the groove on? Okay, KK, so let's start talking about this. How is Elder Scrolls Legends, the card game, looking for you? I think I might pick the game up.
And since it's finally coming out to consoles right now, including the Switch, PS4, and Xbox One, it makes sense why it would become more popular than ever now. I might even pick it up as well. The first Elder Scrolls game I played was actually Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I remember playing that game a lot, and I was playing as a female a lot, and when I found that the huntress, the hunter's uniform for the female version of it had some sort of loincloth on it, which made her look almost sort of naked, and there was nothing, right there. It looked like much of a cowboy thing, but it made it really good for me.
Would make it really good for anybody.
And KK Slider, you're excited for the game, right? Yes. Getting my groove on right now. I can't wait for the game. Okay, sure, okay. And then there was Doom 2. Well, Doom Eternal.
Ooh, bring a little more on about that.
Yeah, I like Doom, so why the hell not? Here I go. Doom 2. Now, I didn't watch it at the live conference. I was only there for Rage 2, but I really should have kept recording back then so I can actually get some footage of Doom Eternal. But all they just showed was just a animated trailer and no gameplay, and that's all you need to know. And I failed to notice it, but thanks to Acid-Glow, who was talking about the Arc Vial, he showed a part of the trailer that actually looked like the Arc Vial instead of the priest-like enemy.
Oh, yeah, I do know that one.
Yeah, the Arc Vial might return in the game, which makes sense because it was actually in Doom 2. Most of the enemies made their debut in Doom 2, I think. I think it was the Revenant or the Macubus, or I can't remember, and right now I should look it up, but I don't give a crap about that right now. But let's get back to the theme. I wonder if the Glory Kills will come back, and if all the Glory Kills would be the same, but there would be more animations for them. Especially for old ones, there would be for old enemies. There would be way more variety of glory kills, which would make it really cool.
It would.
And so, Pecan, any thoughts on that? I wonder if how I see on. You remember the buildings part? Yeah, the buildings. As you can see, the buildings look like they take place on Earth, which is good. And it's a good thing as well. I have no more about that. Okay. Okay. Oh man. Damn it. Okay. So Nicole, any worse than that? I wonder if Samuel Hayden will make his return. Obviously, yeah. I mean, we saw that. I mean, when I was bored with the ending, I saw that he had that thing like an energy plasma sword. That the Crucible.
Yep.
I think it was called the Crucible. Yeah, it looks very important. Before I start playing Doom 2 and buy the PC version, I'm gonna play the PC version of the 2016 Doom right now first. But as soon as I get my computer to stop slowing down, and because it's getting annoying, I think I need to find a place to get it fixed at. But okay, here we go. Let's see. Oh. You're not done talking yet, Nicole. Okay, here we go. So, here's how it's going, or how I think it's going to work. It's gonna be like the, original Doom 2, which is, obviously gonna start taking place in, what was it again, Mitch?
Where's Doom 2 going to take place? I do not know. You would know better than I would.
She's talking about in terms of where it's going to start where it started in the original Doom 2.
And what point? As in what year? Or as in, like, what part of the world? Like, what are we talking about?
The part of the world.
I don't know. I feel very helpless and useless.
Are you serious? Anyway, okay. There goes that. Hold on, I need to check that. Jesus, we've been recording for that long.
Do we need to stop, or are we good to go?
Right now, I don't want to stop right now, so I'm gonna. Okay, now I think it's gonna start off in a base, and then you work your way towards, hell, and then back to Earth. But if it actually, if the game decides to throw a curveball and start you on Earth as when the devastation started, then that would actually be cool. I would be okay with it. It would be really awesome.
Yes, it would.
Oh yeah, Nicole, you're not done yet. Hopefully, it's one of those above, because that would actually make things a bit more spicier for me. Okay. Let's move on to Sumi. Alright, Sumi, any thoughts on Doom 2? Oh, I love the gameplay a lot. Hopefully they enhance the gameplay. And hopefully they actually have a weapon. They have the Unmaker weapon. You know, the Unmaker weapon from Doom 64? Originally, Doom 64 was actually a mod turned into an official game for the N64. So I doubt the Unmaker is going to make its appearance there, but since it's a semi-popular Doom weapon, I think, though it's not really talked about that much, I think id Software might have some consideration for it, at least. To actually put it in the game. And if the Unmaker's in the game, that would actually be really awesome. But I wonder what kind of new weapons they might add in there just to spice things up. I mean, the Gauss Cannon was actually a new addition in Doom 2016. So were a few other weapons. So imagine what they might add in next. Right, Mitchell?
You could add in any number of things. You could go back and you could bring throwback weapons from older games to maybe appeal to an older audience, and then perhaps you can bring some new weapons in we've never seen before so that you could bring it to a new generation.
Wait, I didn't hear you on that part.
Well, what I'm basically saying is that obviously when you come out with a new game to
I said I didn't hear you on that part.
That's what I'm saying. I'm reordering it.
No, you don't need to reorder it. Just say it as it was.
Oh.
Start from the top again.
Oh, okay, we're starting from the top. Alright. Well, I think it'd be super cool if they brought back some old weapons from older versions of Doom so that you can kind of throw a little throwback in there, bring back from an older audience, but then also, as there's going to be a new generation of players, it'd be really cool.
Dude, you're not looking at the camera.
Oh. It'd be really cool if you brought in new weapons to a newer generation so that kids that are coming up and have never played Doom before, they'd be like, oh, well, these are cool, but at the same time, then the new kids could learn about the old weapons, and it may want them to go back and play the old Dooms as well. And to me, I think that is always the best combo.
Oh. Okay. I didn't hear it very well because I wasn't paying attention, because you said the kids part, which got me thinking about the M rating of the game.
Okay, kids is not the right term, but newer 18-year-old kids and 19-year-old teenagers that are first coming into the game for the first time and maybe have never played it before, you can get the experience of new weapons, but then you can also get the experience of weapons that they might not have ever played before but are a throwback to the old game. I think that would be cool either way, and it gives a full balanced experience to the game so that no one feels left out.
And true. And why are you hoping for them to implement in Rage 2, by the way?
Well, I always that's kind of the answer I always give in general, but in a game like Rage 2, I always think that Rage 2 is there's a lot of bang up shoot ups, lots of intensity, lots of just massive and utter chaos. So I think if you can incorporate your weapons to make it even more ragey, even more chaotic, even more intense, then any sort of weapon is usable. But especially if you're gonna, is there I didn't watch, is there an online mode for Rage?
I think they did announce it, I can't remember.
Because then at that point you're going to have to bring in a whole new idea in there as well. Because if you bring an online mode, then you got all the guys that just sit there and go and hide behind corners and blow people up left and right.
No, I think he meant it in the multiplayer fashion, but that would also be really cool.
It would, yeah. So
that would be. If what you were talking about when he was actually talking about the multiplayer part, but you weren't talking about it, I think it would make sense for it to be a co-op experience. I think.
Ooh, that would be even better. And then you can bring in a whole new set of ideals in the sense of like. You can bring in the co-op aspect to the game. So like you can have points where like you're climbing a wall and then you have one person throw them on top of the other one and throw them up and up, and you can incorporate the co-op into the game so that both people feel like they're playing the game, and one guy, you know those co-op games where one guy does everything and the other person just kind of sits there because they're not great at the game and it makes them feel all lonely? If you can do cooperation and do different things, then you make sure that one person is doing stuff and they don't feel like the other person is just beating the game for them. And I've been on both sides of that, and I always like it when they co-op, they really do try and include both people.
Oh, so what are you trying to say is that you actually trying to find a use for certain people who are not sitting there and not getting many kills?
Exactly.
Like, picking up certain important quest items?
Yeah, quest items. And then in lots of games that have co-op, they go up and you press a door and both people have to press a button or whatever. You can just incorporate different things so the one person that maybe isn't as good as the other person doesn't feel like they're doing nothing. Because everyone has played a game where they felt like they've done nothing the entire time, and that's always boring. So I want everyone to feel like they're enjoying and playing the game.
Yeah, and hopefully if Rage 2 catches this video, they might actually, implement that stuff. But that's just wishful thinking, actually. This is all just speculation right here.
It is.
But they are, however, the other parts of the multiplayer part, this is all just speculation. But he did mention that there is going to be multiplayer for Rage 2, I think.
Ooh, that should be fun.
Okay, back to Sumi! And I hope they actually add this stuff in as well. Because who wouldn't want to actually, feel like they're useful for something? I know I'm usually the one getting killed in the game when it comes to multiplayer.
Precisely.
But however, when it comes to co-op games, I never get killed that much, even though there are not that many enemies. Well, except in one game, Call of Duty Call of Duty Zombies.
Ooh.
Because
never-ending enemies.
Yeah. It's no wonder why that type of co-op multiplayer is hard. I mean, seriously.
But I would make a debate that Co-op Zombies is one of the most popular co-op games of all times.
Yeah, and there's actually Left 4 Dead 2, but instead there's way more gore in that than in Black Ops Call of Duty Zombies, except in World War II. World of War Zombies, I think. You remember World of War. I never played it, but I've seen its gore system.
Oh, I beat the whole campaign. It is extremely gory, but and the zombies themselves, because if I remember correctly, World at War, I think, was when they incorporated zombies for the first time. If it's not, it's very close, and so they were just kind of figuring out how the platform worked and whether it was going to blow up or be popular or anything like that. So all of a sudden, Zombies comes out, and arguably over the last 10 years, it's probably been the most YouTubed game, the most popular game, the biggest overall attraction for gamers and players all over the world, the most money maker. That's probably one of the areas where microtransactions started to come into play really heavily. Like everything that Zombies and
I'm not against microtransactions, but they really need to, what's the word? Tone them down.
Yeah, minimize them. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying remove them from the equation. I'm just saying make them so you don't always have to, buy virtual money all the time in order to actually get all the crates. In order to get a lot of those loot boxes. In fact, I remember, if I can remember correctly, there was one game that you actually might have saw a video on, but I think I didn't upload it yet. It was in, Fortnite. It has a PvE mode, player versus enemy, and, in that game, there is a loot box system called Llamas.
Yep.
And that actually makes me, and guess what? Epic Games might know that you can actually, get loot llamas at your own pace, which is actually good. They won't try to force you to get all the money, but it will actually be there if you ever need help with it. But they actually incorporate it in a way so you don't always get too encouraged to actually, buy, vendor tech coins, V tokens, vendor tech tokens. I can't remember. I don't know how they're said, but there's a remember when you log in every day and you get certain things?
Yes.
Yeah, if you hit a little llama on a certain day, you get to open it, and they have a good animation, and the loot boxes talk, which is pretty awesome.
That they do. Holy crud, I've forgotten that.
You played it?
I played a little bit of Fortnite here and there, yeah. I'm not like a Fortnite head, but I played about 30 or 40 rounds of Fortnite at least. I played a little bit here and there.
And that's talking about the PvE, right?
Yes.
Player versus enemies, when you're fighting monsters?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why the Royale multiplayer is, why the Royale version, I don't know why the Battle Royale game mode is more popular than the PvE, because I think the PvE is way superior to it in every way, because I get to find monsters and stuff like that, and I get to get very, cool looking weapons in event ones, that is.
Well, I've played both. I think that, because if I remember, is the Battle Royale the one where they just drop everybody in and then they have to stay away from the store?
Yeah, you mean like PUBG's... you mean like PUBG? Yeah. Basically like that.
So,
just like the Calling and other games. Those are called Battle Royale games.
Yeah, those are the big ones that everyone plays right now.
Yeah, and they're based on the Hunger Games, right?
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, yes. That is 100% correct. And they drop you in and you have to survive. I mean, it's just you versus the world.
And if you die, it's just like in Search and Destroy in Call of Duty. You die, you're dead for the rest of the match.
Yep, and then whoever's left at the very end. And you can go in by yourself.
Or with friends.
Or you can go in as a party. And I believe, if your party wins, everyone's in your party stays.
Or if you lose, but... Actually, if win or lose, if you all choose to go back to the
home screen,
yeah, the lobby screen, all of you are actually will be right beside each other.
Yep.
But if you actually win the game, Valenzo told me that you actually win a umbrella.
Yep. I've never won one, but I've seen someone win it, and it is hard to win. Because their surprisingly amount of people they leave in the world is quite impressive.
Right now, I don't know if it's expired, but right now, they have an event where you can actually play as Thanos.
Oh, I have not seen that. That sounds amazing.
It's only a limited time thing, and it might be gone right now, especially during the time of this video I was recording. So yeah, okay, Sumi, back to you. Oh yeah, I found myself laughing at the, the loot crate system for the llamas, because they talk and one of them when you actually have a sight towards one of the llamas, one of them says, "Oh well, don't fear the Reaper," and it really is funny.
this is a loot box system that gets me to laugh, and that's a loot box system done right. It encourages me to actually get more of those llamas so I can hear more of those voice lines, so I can laugh some more. It can encourage me to buy, you know, the fake money, which might be a cheap move, but well played, Epic Games. But I'd rather, you know, do it at my own pace, and then I would decide for myself if I want to pay for real money for the vendor tech coins. So back to Sumi. I do hope they don't add a battle royale system in there, Tim, because it's getting a bit stale. The market's getting oversaturated with it a bit. Isn't that right, Mitch?
Yes.
I mean, not that all the battle royale games suck. Some of them are great. It's just that it's getting oversaturated, and it makes it feel like that all video games will all be battle royale games, which is not supposed to be like that.
No, it definitely. Well, that's the prime example of whatchamacallit, it's a copycat league, right? It's a copycat game. Once someone comes out with the game that's really successful, instead of people trying to...
hold on, let me stop here. Then again, each one of those games has their own spin on the game, and it includes their own very own unique mechanic in it.
Oh, well, that's true, but it's the same general concept. And so people saw that concept and were like, ooh, we need to hop on it while it's hot. We need to start creating our own version of that and see if people play it. And then after a while, it does get saturated. There's so many different games in the market, then all of a sudden people are like, well, now everything's the same game. We got to go find something new. And it does happen. It happens a lot, actually.
How come?
Because, like I said, somebody ends up making a game that everyone is like, holy crud, this game is amazing, and then people who are in the video game business or other companies or other creators are like, well, how do we hop on this hype train? How do we make this money? And instead of coming up with a new...
You gotta look at the camera.
Oh, it's because I'm too far over. Instead of being like, oh, look, this is a cool game.
Your face is a bit blurred, though.
Let's see if we can come up with something original to beat it. They're like, oh, this game is awesome. Let's use this template, and we'll come up with our own spin on it. And then everyone comes up with their own spin over time. But by the end, it's so saturated with the same type of game that the people are like, oh, well, now it's getting kind of boring. Let's see if we can come up with something new.
Yeah. And hopefully Hunger Games actually sees that kind of potential and makes their own Battle Royale game, which is, you know, part of the point in Hunger Games.
A Hunger Games Battle Royale, that would be interesting. I'd actually buy that.
Well, it was already a movie that had a Battle Royale that already had the same concept like that game genre. So it would make sense for them to actually might one day come out with that kind of, you know, game with that kind of game.
Yep, very true. I wonder if I bet you there's a Hunger Games game somewhere. It just probably didn't make it very well, so
there's actually one in Roblox, but it's not official, obviously.
Oh, okay. Well, Roblox is one of the more interesting games we have on the market because it's a gamer heaven. People can create different small indie games and just throw it into the Roblox and the market, and then kids...
And I also remember a game called the Project Spark, which was short-lived. Now it's not connected to the internet anymore, and now I can never play it again.
Well, what is that?
Well, I can play some things on it. I can just create my own adventures, but it was kind of like Roblox, where you can create your own games and, you know, develop them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was short-lived for some reason.
What was the point of it? Like, what was the general idea of it? Like, why? What was the point of it?
It was kind of like Roblox.
Oh, okay. So, okay, got you. Okay. No said.
Except they had Conqueror from Conker's Bad Fur Day in there, and since it was a teen-rated game, they couldn't have him do any kind of extreme swearing for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Which took away the point of the Conker's Bad Fur Day game, but I was happy to actually, for the first time, play as Conker.
Oh.
Actually, that was not the first time I played as Conker. The first time I played as Conker was when I was, you know, playing Rare Leap Play.
Gotcha.
Conker's Bad Fur Day was awesome.
Well, that's dope.
Oh, man. A lot of people miss those games. Hopefully Rareware actually comes up with a new Conker's Bad Fur Day game. Maybe they were planning on they were actually working on a sequel on it, but before they canceled it, and hopefully they actually have the same premise in case they decide to go back to that game and they have the same premise of it.
Well, here's to hoping.
Yeah, because if I remember Conker's Bad Fur Day, when I was spoiled the ending instead of, playing throughout the entire game, it had a bittersweet ending, which is not too much to my taste, but it was a good ending. It was kind of a cliffhanger, and the cliffhanger never got resolved.
Oh, so that meant that they were expecting to make a second game, and it never came out, so the cliffhanger just stood there instead of being answered in the second game? Mm-hmm. Okay. That makes sense. Unfortunate, but makes sense.
Okay, Sumi, your turn. Alright, finally I can talk. So, let's get this thing straight. I'm hoping they implement I hope they actually do implement something in the kind of thing in Rage 2. Not the Battle Royale aspect, but the MMO-like type in there. But I think it does make more sense for it to actually, be a co-op experience in multiplayer when it came to that. But there's obviously going to be, multiplayer that's actually going to involve death matches and stuff like that. Yeah, obviously. And I'm looking forward to the game. But here's the kicker. It comes out in spring of 2019. A very far away thing. Back to me.
Well, 2019 is a long way away. Get plenty of ideas, get pumped, get psyched, and play it.
Yeah. Hopefully they actually find a way to develop it faster and work out the kinks way more quickly, because then that would shorten the release date.
That would be helpful. That would be very, very, very helpful.
But I'm hoping they don't rush the game, because they might, make it feel bad, or might not make it, towards make it big, might not make the might not make it that make it worth our expectations,
Understandable.
Unfortunately, this is all the time we have for today. I do not want this thing to get overflowed and cut off on important stuff. So, okay, this is Timothy the Monster.
Echo in the building.
Lightning Bunny right over here. Lightning Bunny right over here. Sayonara. Peeking here. Bye. Nicole, I'm going to go back into my mainframe. And KK Slider is off the tour right now. Sumi signing out. Me as well. To keep the enthusiasm up. Oh yeah, get your face in the frame.
What up, everybody? Mitch Echo signing out.
Yeah, they'll keep it in the frame. Bye.
See you, everybody.
Sorry, this is a bit awkward, but right now this is the video I actually recorded with Mitch on the phone, so hope you enjoy. We were talking about certain things in the phone. I can't remember which, but I think it was also mostly about Rage 2.
It was basically all about Rage 2, I believe.
Okay, so yeah, hopefully you guys like it. Like the video that's gonna come up. Bye. Now it's recording.
What am I supposed to say?
Mitch, you in the building!
Oh, Mitch Echo in the building!
And this is where the videos I recorded on the Live E3 conference were corrupted again. That means I'm going to have to, well, every video I have on my camera needs to be uploaded and then deleted. So I don't have any more problems with, things being read, because I can't have that happening all the time. And I was having a good reaction with Rage 2, and I was getting some good gameplay. We had Nicole, Pecan, Bloody Bunny, I had Sumi, and KK Slider around, but no Mitchell. And I was trying to call you, Mitchell, but every time I tried to call you on the phone, it interrupted my internet, which was weird. And
oh no, you're good. I just got too busy last night, and I ended up trying to talk to my parents for a while. So that's all.
Dude, did you hear everything I just said?
Yes, I did. Why do you think you interrupted from your phone? Or I mean, from the phone? Why do you think the internet kept cutting in and out?
I don't know. It's weird. I gonna have to get this looked into.
Has it ever happened to you before?
Not. Well, maybe it did, and I never noticed why. The reason why it keeps storing. Let's not talk about it. The thing is, Rage 2 was announced, and it's coming out in spring 2019.
Oh, which game?
Rage 2. You know the street called to Rage?
Yeah, I've seen Rage. I've seen Rage Plus. I've never actually. Oh no, I did play it for a minute.
You never played Rage?
No, I played a little bit, but I didn't beat it.
Yeah,
I played it by myself. I didn't play it mine.
and dude, you should watch it right now, at least.
Okay.
This is weird. I can't believe it, and I have to start from scratch, and I don't know at what time they would start. Well, anybody have anything to say about it? Damn it! Come. Yeah. Yeah, guys, that was really fucking bad. I really need to do something about it. So, for now, hopefully this video I'm recording doesn't get corrupted, which would be evident when I actually upload it to YouTube. Which you guys know, since you're, oh man, I'm not good with the meta.
Don't be too mad, dude. It happens to the best of us. It's okay.
Okay, so anything before you go?
What are we doing this week? What do you want to do?
I'm considering getting you on for 2 days. For each week.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I don't think
Did you get me?
I don't think we can do that, Tim.
He said he can definitely.
I don't know. We'll try, Tim. It's gonna be tough now.
Okay.
We have some stuff we have to talk to you about later. We got some scheduling stuff that.
Okay.
But we'll talk about it when we go to like virtualities or something fun.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. Mitchell, Checo, say goodbye because I'm gonna be talking throughout the entire thing.
Alright. Mitchell, peacing out.
All right, Mitch. I'll talk to you later, man. Yeah, for sure, man. Congratulations.
Okay. Man. I know, guys. I know. It's really weird. I'm going to upload every video first on that's currently on this SD card, the micro SD card, before I actually do any more of those things. But Rage 2 was announced and I was excited for it, and hopefully you guys are excited too. Bye. Timothy the Monster signing out.